All right, at 6:30, we'll call the meeting to order. October 9th, Historical Commission, Kingston Historical Commission, present are
Jim McKenna. John Bartlett.
Linda Ragazzo.
Tom Vendetti and Greg Dalton, chair. First thing, we'll take a look at the minutes of last September minutes here. And these were sent out either yesterday or today. If you had a chance to look at them. I had a couple comments.
We're doing September 1st.
Yeah, I don't-
August as well.
Yeah, I missed the August.
So,
Do you have a printout?
Ken sent those. They don't have a printout.
Anybody have a printout of the August?
The August, yes, I can see that.
Okay, well,
Do you have it?
Around.
we'll copy that then.
Yeah,
Copy it.
I'm sorry, I didn't copy
It
it.
does have, yeah, that,
Oh, yeah, I'll let you. The other two.
you can, yeah, I didn't get those out.
We'll hold off until, while we're copying the minutes. Yeah. That's one of the points you guys were making was about the date of incorporation. Oh, well, and I just, for the heck of it, on Google AI, I typed in what date was Kingston, Mass Incorporated? And it comes with June 16th.
Was it?
That's what it says. Whether they're right or not, who knows?
I'll see if I have information on that. It certainly would be in the town record, the record book. AI, you look up my name and it says prominent historian, which of course is a lie. It
Did you
says
put that in there?
Yeah, no. It also says that I was a former employee of the Quincy Patriot Ledger. I never volunteered at the Quincy Patriot Ledger. So you have to really kind of watch what they're.
Maybe there was another one.
Maybe there was another
Yeah.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Working there.
I don't know.
My doppelganger is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. Yeah, you have to really kind of watch those AI things.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. But it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'll look that up anyway. About the incorporation.
Well, John was asking about the last meeting. And, because there was another date they were looking at.
You want the town incorporation or the
Well, we gotta ask
incorporation?
John when he comes back.
Okay.
'Cause he was doing it for the,
Town, and then of course there is the parish, which is a different thing. Different incorporation. As I recall, I think the parish was in November of 1717. Oh, but the town.
okay. Before we get into that, before we resume the meeting.
Thank you.
Speaking of AI. Thank you. Speaking of AI, my cousin, we went out to eat with him over at Cheevers over in Norwell the other week or so. And this is the table we're at. Here's a picture they took. Okay,
Yeah.
so show John. I want to show you some technical stuff for AI. That's it. Yeah, okay. So he showed me what he can do with his Google Pixel phone, right? And they take a still picture and you can just tell, I don't know, it's not Siri, but whatever it is.
Yeah.
They do this and it'll do that. So this was the real picture. And this is the video that he made doing it. But well, so everybody can see. There you go.
So it was a still picture to start with.
You
And
see,
then AI just made up a
you see
video.
this guy coming in?
Yeah.
Grabbing something off the table, eating it. There he's looking like.
And he told AI to do that.
Yes.
Said, have somebody come into the
Yeah.
picture.
Oh, it looks like, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is. It is. So they can do anything. I wouldn't believe anything on TV. Hit the play
Wow.
again.
Can't believe anything.
Yeah, he just walks in. I don't know where he got the picture of the guy, but this came up because of the June 16th thing, the date of incorporation.
Yep.
And I asked AI today, what was the incorporation date? AI says June 16th.
Yeah, it is 16. Like
Is it
June 16th?
Yes.
And that's the town at
Yeah.
1726.
Okay, well, let's start with September 4th minutes. And under mail, I would just say, there wasn't any mail for us really to discuss that day, right? We can wipe that out. And I didn't have any comments on anything else, basically. Anybody else have anything to
Nope.
mention on it?
Fine.
So I need a motion to pass them as amended.
I'll move to pass the minutes of September 4th,
Second,
As amended.
2025.
Yeah, second. John, all in favor?
I,
Aye.
I'm
Unanimous.
abstaining.
One abstention then. All right, August 13th. Let's see. I'm gonna give a moment. I didn't get to see this today. Right. First things looks good. Okay, because 273 Pembroke Street under there,
Yeah,
that was Lynn did some deep, deep research. He did very little, but Lynn did the majority. Oh, someone's locked out?
this.
Oh, is that Lynn?
No,
God, you know how to do that.
yeah,
trying to remember on this, this was in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Yeah.
have a seat over there.
Yeah.
Or right,
Yeah,
Right there.
please.
I'm Christy,
I'm Jim. Yeah, hi.
Nice to meet you.
meet you.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
glad you're able to make
I know,
the change.
yes, I
Yeah.
went to my other event and then I flew here.
Great.
all right.
Okay.
Christy Costa from Wingate.
Yeah.
And Craig Dalton, Chair. Tom Vedetti.
Linda Ragasta.
John Butler.
Yeah,
Hey.
we're just finishing the minutes here, but we'll be with you in a sec.
Okay.
So that thing in line. Very real. Good. Okay. All set, Tim? Okay. You all set?
Yes, I was absent that meeting, so I'll be
Okay.
present. In a minute.
And then, you still looking?
Well, I'm just a little, maybe I'm missing something here, but so August and where Lynn went to do research.
Yeah.
On the Pembroke Street house, and I met her there and we
Mhm.
worked on it together, and then it was reported on at the next meeting.
Yes,
But that-
September.
I don't know, did I miss it in there?
It's the demolition permit.
Oh, the permit, yes,
Yeah.
okay, it was all we said, yeah.
So we probably should end there. Lynn and Linda.
No, you don't have to do that, don't worry about it. She
But
volunteered at the meeting.
I looked at that too, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, did we just? But yeah, we did,
Okay,
took care of it.
otherwise, fine.
All right, so need a motion to accept the
The
minutes.
motion that we accept the minutes.
As
The change
amended.
is to, Lynn and Linda doing the research.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Uh,
Aye, one abstention.
Abstention.
Okay, very good.
I wasn't here. for the meeting.
All right, so, we don't have any bills today and we do have a little mail, but we'll get to that. We'll skip to, new business and, meet Christy Costa from Wingate. Um, And you contacted Jim about coming here and talking about a possible speaker over there, I guess, at Wingate.
Yeah,
What was yours?
oh, thank you.
Mhm.
So I'm the Life Enrichment Director, which is the Activities Director at Wingate, at Silver Lake here in town. I've only been there about 5 months, but I've done this job in the past at other communities. And I just think it's really important to engage the residents in the community, especially a lot of them are not from Kingston. Some of them are, but I find that a lot of them are from like Duxbury or Plymouth or Whitman. You know, some of them are from the North Shore and their kids just happen to settle down here and they just were kind of dragged down here against their will, not in a terrible sense, but so like one thing, and of course I don't have anything prepared, but we have a series of like historic photos from probably the, I don't know, 1900s in our main hallway. I took a couple of photos of them, but I think it would be fascinating if someone knew a lot about these photos and the history, not the photo, but the piece, you know, like Delano's Wharf, the Jones River Trading Company. Listen, I'm from West Texas, like, I live in Duxbury, I've lived there for 14 years, but, deep American history is not how I grew up, you know what I mean? But I find it really fascinating. So I'm super open to anything, like when Jim and I emailed, you guys apparently have been talking about me, in a good way. And you had all these beautiful ideas. You know, the 300th, we would love a lecture on that. We can come to one, we could have one done at Wingate. I'm super open. We would also love to talk about sponsorship of your 300-year events and I'm assuming there'll be like a nice publication. I know we're probably a little late to the game.
No, we're still working.
Over the year before, but that's not my wheelhouse. I'm just the cruise ship director, the party girl out at Wingate, but marketing couldn't be here tonight, but they would like information on anything we can do. You know, small sponsorships, half page, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff I don't really understand. So, you know, anything we can do to support you guys, to support the town, anything that you are interested or able to do to come and just give us a little more info. We're game.
Mhm.
Our residents are lovely and they just love learning and experiencing things, and that's all I have to say.
That's all you have to say.
No, but I'll go on for an hour. So, yeah.
Now that email you have there, is that from you, Jim?
Yeah,
Yeah, good ideas, yeah.
yeah. So we had talked about it. Well, actually, we didn't talk about it at a meeting. We exchanged some thoughts on email, which I then summarized for Christy, some of the ideas we had. And as Christy said, you know, trying to have a talk associated with the 300th or a reading or a talk from the book that could be done at Wingate. I did have a question for Christy. You know, are you looking exclusively for events that go there, or are you interested in bringing residents potentially to other events?
Yep, both. You know, like my philosophy is like, my job is to make their life good. When they come there, they don't want to come live there.
Yeah.
Right? Like they stayed at home as long as they could. They probably lied to their kids about a fall or two. Like by the time they come to us, it's usually like kind of not critical status, but we have an independent group, which you would really not call them independent, probably if you spent time with them, but and we have assisted living and we have memory care. And these people all need our help. But I try to provide them as much normalcy as I can. And that means we went to TJ Maxx yesterday. We went, well, we didn't really go apple picking because it was cold, but we picked apples out of the bins at CN Smith Farm. Like, so yeah, whatever. Like honestly, anything you suggest, I'm gonna be like, let's do it.
Yeah.
We're game for anything.
I mean, one thought, I think we had talked about it on email, but Tom, you know, your some of your tours in the cemetery. I was
Yeah.
the old burying ground. I was thinking could be a pretty popular film.
Oh, that's gonna be really popular.
Well, I know, I thought about the sensitivity
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that, but I do think.
No, it would be,
Lots
I
available.
know
Yeah.
Carolyn Ravenscroft
Yes.
in Duxbury
Right,
does
yeah, I know
those.
her too. She's
Yeah.
been very helpful to us.
Yeah,
Um,
I love that.
I think it's October 5th, 2026. We're having a house tour here in Kingston as part of the 300th anniversary. And I'll be at the First Parish Church, and I'm going to give basically a little lecture on the three meeting houses and what church was like, back in the 18th century, things of that nature, and I'll have displays of different things there to show people, artifacts and communion silver, things of that nature.
Yeah,
And then I'll take people out to the burying ground and do a brief tour of the burying ground. I can take them to a major general's monument, for example, a William Seaver, a great patriot. I can take them there, and I can take them to the tombstone of a man who's 107 when he died. Things like the interesting stuff like
yeah,
that. You've got to understand, though, it's kind of rugged.
Right.
It's not like walking on a nice fine lawn.
Right.
And also there are footstones, which are very small, okay, which are easy to trip over. So you would have to make sure that people are very well in terms of walking,
right.
but also have staff there to be able to make sure that they do not fall, because I mean, it would be horrifying if that ever happened.
Right.
The other thing is, I'm part of the book committee, 300 Kingston 300th Inc., we are a nonprofit which is creating a book, and we're very close to printing. It's going to be about 400 pages long, and it's going to be 4 pounds. Do you believe that? They told me 4 pounds. I'm going, what are we made? Anyhow, we're going to have a lecture series, and I'm going to do the Independence, the brig Independence, which was built here in Kingston during the Revolution, when Massachusetts was at war with Great Britain. We started it. We went to war with Great Britain before anybody else did here, and it's an interesting story. And there'll be other lectures that'll go on, and I can do other things too. Other topics. I've written about a number of topics in the book, so I could come down and talk. I would prefer to wait till 2026 because we have to get this book published and we have to start selling it.
Yeah.
And,
So they can attend wherever it's gonna be. Hope it's the Adams Center, but wherever it's gonna be. So
Yeah,
as a additional thing to whatever we can do.
yeah,
sure.
And your tour of the cemetery, maybe you can have a thing where they come and they just get the talk inside the church and about the
Sure.
meeting houses rather than
Absolutely.
the cemetery.
Absolutely. Oh, the cemetery is within view. It's right next, it's next and behind the church. So we can walk over to the wall and they can look over and actually see the cemetery, and they can see, maybe walk in a little bit and see a couple of the stones. And I can actually show them pictures of the stones and the different styles of the stones, because during different ages there were different styles. And there are 3 great artists that made those stones. We are among the greatest in New England. We're very fortunate. It's really an open air museum, so it's a lovely place. So if you have your card by some chance?
of course not, nope.
Well,
I can forward the email contact.
if you could do that,
Yeah.
and also we are looking for sponsorships.
Yep.
Because this book is enormously expensive, and we're not in trouble, but we have to do some pretty fancy
Digging,
financial stuff to get it to press.
Yeah, yeah,
Loans.
anything, yeah, I don't know much of anything about that, but I did talk to our marketing director, and she's definitely wants to be a part of it. Are you having like a pamphlet? Is that the pamphlet
So
or a
we're
version?
two different, the town has a committee that's set up for events, so this is preliminary now, but this is what our events are gonna be, and then the book is its own private entity,
Yeah,
so there's 2 separate.
so,
And neither of them are part of the historical commission.
Yeah.
oh, I got it.
But these are
We're all,
separate. These are
many
several
of us
things.
members of the
Are
other too.
actually,
Here is my card. I'm also the archivist. Well,
Look at
yeah,
that.
here we go.
Extraordinary historian, that's what it says.
Here's my, yeah, here's my card for the book, okay? There's that is, and I have my cards for the archive too. But yeah, you can give me a call. We would need if you wish, or if your director wishes to make a donation, it would have to be fast because we're
Yeah.
setting everything up like right now. And we can do it, you know, and we can, you know, we have full page ads, I suppose, but I don't know. You know, whatever you want.
yeah, okay,
So you can get the marketing person's name to us through Jim.
I'll connect Christie and Tom directly, I think,
Yep.
because that seems to be with the potential talks and things like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy to stay online, or maybe the marketing director can
Sure.
yeah, work directly with Tom.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it might be her or it might be our executive director, probably either or, but I know she said like over a certain dollar amount, I think it was, I don't know.
Well, whatever, just like, yeah, you know,
That
I'm
it
just
has
saying.
to go to corporate, but,
Yeah.
there's lots of options.
By the way, I will go to Wingate for any lecture or presentation that I'm making.
Yeah,
People don't have to come to me or
yeah.
the church.
I was gonna say as far as our outings, and I should have said earlier, but like our only limitations would be like, we can't really do like probably anything past 5 or 6 p.m.
Well, sure, I'm retired. I can, I don't do much after 5 or 6.
That's really nice for me. I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we do, as long as we understand the layout, if we're gonna be doing like a cemetery tour or something, then we know perfectly well who's capable of doing it safely. So,
You can meet me down here some afternoon. We'll just
yeah,
check out the church. You'll see what it's like.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
I would say like, probably 80% of our people use a walker, so kind of any stairs are kind of a whoop, or maybe a one little step if we're assisting, you know, us, not you guys.
Yeah.
But we're good with knowing our capabilities and what we can get away with. And
We have a ramp that goes into the church, by the way, so
Yeah.
that makes it real easy.
yeah.
Did you you said you have pictures of the pictures that are.
I just snapped a couple today just because I was thinking about it.
And John, are those, I know those are draft activities, are those up yet on the website?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so I can share that website, so you can look at all the activities they're going to be running, and obviously those would be open to participation as you would want.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
So I think there's opportunities with the 300th, there's opportunities with the 300 book. And then Tom, you know, has offered
lectures,
the
and
lecture,
we,
you'd be interested.
I don't want you to feel like that. I don't know your rules, but I don't want you to feel like that. We can pay you.
No, I don't want any
Okay.
salary of any.
That's my favorite.
No, this is my hobby.
part.
Don't ruin my hobby.
Yeah, I love people that.
It would be better if you have an urge to spend money, do something special for your people. Maybe when I come, have a little bit of food for them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like 3.
Yeah.
There's probably 12. I
Well, I
just
do
snapped
think
a
there's
couple quickly
several
today.
pictures of the GAR photos to be dedicated.
Really?
Like,
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I should bring down some artifacts.
Yes.
Well, you too.
Yeah.
We could go down together.
Yeah,
We
our
both have
staff
some.
are amazing.
Yeah.
Anything for us is,
Just
I
don't
think there's
go over
3 photos. in
That
there.
is a wonderful photograph, and you can see
They're
the boathouse
beautiful.
and everything.
They're so cool. They're all lining our main hallway. No,
They get them,
Yeah.
yeah,
Dave, you got them? Yeah.
they did, yes,
we did?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say Jane Guidaboni knows every single image on earth in this town, and she's like.
They're so
"Free now."
cool.
I've been there to visit someone. And
Oh, yeah.
photos they're big too. They're, you know, really nice.
I don't,
Yeah.
but my mother-in-law.
And they're not ones that I've seen. Or places.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Or
we
they
did a
did.
lot with the,
She had a nice apartment, but,
saw a lot of photos.
yeah, I don't remember the
there.
pictures. When they
Maybe
put those
there
up.
are a lot
Oh,
that I.
independent.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. There are quite a few there that I've never seen.
Really?
Yeah, before, anywhere here or doing research on the town wharf or anything
Well,
like that.
and I don't know, I think the maintenance director told me, oh, those are like fused to the wall, because I was like, I'm gonna figure out who gave us these. But, I was like, can we do like a walking art gallery? And then our marketing director said, how could you do that? Because you have all these people with walkers and you have one person describing the piece. See, pictures, we could have like a photo journal in our theater or in our pub where
Yeah,
you know, you have like
slideshow.
a slideshow. And here's this photo. You guys have seen it every day of your, life here at Wingate. And here's the story. I don't know. I just think they're cool.
Yeah.
So that was like always my thought, like not who took them, I guess, but who brought them to us and what do they mean to the town? And the only other thing I would say is that, I would say we have a 1 hour time, attention span before we're like, and they fall asleep and like,
Well, no, I think any kind of talk.
yeah,
I taught school for 40 years,
Yeah.
you can't talk to
No.
kids for actually for probably more than 30 minutes, really. They have to do something.
Q&A or like
They,
a, yeah.
Zone out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, so, I'm really game for anything. I mean, you guys have a lot on your plate, so I don't want to burden you by asking for things. So I want it to be like collaborative, like, can we help monetarily? Can we support, different events? And then can we bring some fun things into us, or can we go to fun events? That's it.
Well, maybe an event can be had over at Wingate.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have a 300th Kingston birthday event and bring over artifacts and.
Oh, I love it, yeah.
And have a few brief talks and.
And we can
you know.
theme it, like around whatever,
Yeah.
grog or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, we'll be.
Grog.
I don't know. I'm just thinking we just had our Oktoberfest party, which was really cute and fun. Now, do they
Now
like
you
beer?
invite us.
Yeah, no, they don't like beer, so we had like white wine and martinis. They like.
You had martinis?
When I make
Damn,
martinis.
I gotta go.
We only got one because the walker is on the. Like, oh. But yeah,
All
we
right.
had a lot of
All the
fun.
secrets out.
The secrets are out.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Well, we'll be in touch then,
Cool.
and.
But you have to let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna connect you via email.
You got
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
You
right.
can, talk more directly with Tom about what
Yep.
might work and dates
I
and
love it.
all that kind of stuff.
And
Yeah,
contributions.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Uh,
Yeah, I don't know what kind of dollar amounts you're looking for, but, companies like this, if they've got it, they'll fund it. It doesn't hurt me any, my budget stinks, but, the marketing budget is a
Our
lot
budget, our
better.
budget does too.
Yeah,
It stinks.
I'm glad you reached out. I really am.
Yeah, that's great.
you guys, shall I get out of your hair and let you on with
Yep.
your?
Yeah, I guess so. You're all set.
yeah,
All right,
Yeah.
thanks for coming by tonight.
yeah, I'm glad you came.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
You gotta let it out.
I know, I was.
Come with
oh,
the
no.
key tonight. We didn't mean to lock you out.
No, I didn't even know if I was gonna make it. I went to this crazy, I don't know, one of my friends invited me, it was like a which is spirit, it was called like
Open.
spirits in the, I don't know, it was something that, the Plymouth Library.
Oh,
It was like a
yeah.
spiritual seance, it wasn't a seance,
Yeah.
not my wheelhouse, but I was trying to, embrace,
yeah, sure. See you later.
Yeah.
anyway, thank you
Come.
guys so much, we'll be in touch.
Goodbye.
I'll take a picture of this.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Pictures around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
It is very, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you two are gonna connect and get the funding to get the
Yeah.
book scale. And then we'll talk some more maybe about some stuff to do. But it's kind of like pictures. Why don't you refer me to some of these pictures that just kind of, oh, what's this from?
Yeah, it's
Uh,
wonderful that they have been, copied and are being displayed.
I was poking around the archives today with Dan over there in Maritime Academy. And we had a small room like about this size. He's pulling out all these paintings and stuff and artwork and some of the stuff he's got in there is just like unbelievable, you know? It's
Yeah.
like, what is this doing here? And I've
Yeah.
never seen it. And
Yeah,
so it's, you never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah,
But he's doing good putting it up.
yeah,
It's gonna be put on, you know, digitally and
yeah,
copied.
yeah, it's great.
All right, let's see, we got the 2 minutes done, right?
Yes.
Yes, good, that's good. We did get something in the mail here, which is interesting.
No bills?
No bills. So, we have a reminder from the town about the wage and personnel bylaw, which we don't have any wages, so it doesn't really apply to us. The other thing was Main Street Open House. This is join the town design team to talk about the future of Main Street between Evergreen and Summer Streets. This will be an interactive, informal event. Your input will help shape proposed design for grant applications and future funding. Snacks and beverages provided Monday, November 3rd, 4 to 7, in room 200 here. Okay, and the town planner, I guess, is where this on, because she has her contact information there. Okay, so this is something I haven't heard
Is
about.
this open to anybody or just
Yeah.
people on Main Street?
Oh, it's open to anybody,
Yeah.
you know? So, yeah, it's kind of like, this is an area we tried to get years ago, we tried to get a historic, district in there. And it was met with vehement opposition after a while. And eventually we dropped it. Actually drove the head of the committee out of town. He left town because he was so upset about it. But, we had police here, detail here one night because certain people were very unruly about it.
Why?
Because they didn't know anything about it. They didn't want it.
Why? What's?
Some historic districts put restrictions, you can only paint your house this color.
Yes, they were worried
Yeah, so I
about
don't
it.
know if they understood that
Yeah.
completely or what was gonna happen.
It didn't matter what you said, it was boom,
Hopefully
done.
they-
So it dropped anyways. But one of the benefits of having a historic district is it controls what can be done on the city can do, the town can do, and even the state can do on that street. But we don't have that thing now. You know, how the street is there with very little curbing, with kind of rustic sidewalks that most of them have been paved over just recently, and a lot of trees. Well, I don't know what they're looking for here, you know, so this is something we should go to because this area is one of the most historic. It's in the local historic, National Historic Center District. Some of those houses and the churches are in there. You know, the other two churches are in there too. So we should make sure we're there. In fact, what night is that?
It's a Monday night.
It's a Monday night.
That's a long time period.
Yeah.
From 4 to 7?
So,
Well, it's probably a drop in and
Oh,
stay with
drop-in.
us.
Yeah.
But I would think everybody would want to hear everything, you know, what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think there would be some kind of presentation first about what's the purpose of whatever.
Because I mean, what do we have to do there? You have to widen it, they have to pave it, they have to dig it up, I don't know. So anyways, did that. The other thing we had in the mail from the previous meeting was this National Alliance Preservation Commission said we're gonna have that webinar on September 25th, Historic Context Series. Did anybody attend that? It was free to us, no. Yeah, I wasn't able to either, so that's too bad, but it's one of the things, being an NAPC member, we can attend the webinars for free. Some of them are pretty good. Okay, that was the mail. And we met with Christie and before. And okay, old burying ground tree removal completion report, which isn't completed yet. As you've probably seen, they've been working over there in the cemetery. If you've driven by, it's almost wide open now. Several trees in the middle, they couldn't reach with a crane, so they're taking them down piece by piece.
Those big pine trees?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I wondered, because I walked around in there and.
they're gonna be
Beautiful.
coming
I
down.
mean, it's so much
It's
improved.
really different,
You
isn't
can
it?
see it from the street and you can say, oh, look at that over there. And
It's good and it's not good. I mean, it's like, it was pretty before, but it's pretty nice now.
Yeah, it's
If
very
you look at,
nice.
it's a whole different look,
Yeah, it's
you know.
visible, which is good.
Sunlight's in there, helping to protect the graves, doing away with some of that moss, maybe the moisture's going, all that. But, technically the contract was supposed to be done by end of September. And I've been talking to them and saying it's not a problem if they go further. They had rain, couldn't work a couple days. And I think they're probably, underestimated the time it's gonna take to do this job, because they were thinking they're gonna be here a week. And now we're on 2 weeks, and they didn't finish today. I doubt if they'll finish tomorrow. So it's gonna go into next week too. I would assume. At that stage, when it's done, I told them we would submit the invoice, which I received, in advance, basically. They sent the invoice over. And it's the 49,500 or whatever we agreed to. But I said we would go ahead and inspect the property with their representative, make sure everything's done the way we want it done. And then submit the thing to here, and they said that the accountant said they could take care of it within a week, pay them. Because the deal was, when the job's done, we pay. And I told them it would take about a week once the job's done to get that money. So the question is, shall we don't want to have, we could have another meeting again to get the final decision, but it doesn't make much sense unless you go out there and look around. So what we could do is let you guys know when that fellows, we're gonna have the inspection, and we can come around. We can't talk about it because it would be if there's more than 3 of us, it'd be a meeting, but we can just look around and see what this thing looks like. And at that point, maybe Tom and I can make the decision to pay, it's done or not done. And we'll submit the bill at that time. If the work's not done, if people see stuff that need to be done, then we won't do it until that work is done. So if that's agreeable with you, you okay with that?
Sure.
You can walk around at cemetery, and we'll let you know when the inspection's gonna be. I mean, you can go over there anytime you want
I've
now.
talked over a few times.
And check it out, and if the stuff you think should be done, let me know ahead of time, and then we can make sure they try to catch it before they leave the area. It's probably easier that way to do. Other than that, once we make the inspection, then if it's done, we'll submit the bill for payment. The work I see, other than those 2 big trees coming down, might be a little cleanup work to do, some branches. Stuff on the linden tree, we're gonna try to leave that linden tree there. The arborist said it wasn't in too bad a shape. Not bad, he said it was in good shape. But we may have to cable that tree up in the near
Really?
future. Well, it's got that V,
Oh, yeah.
and safety wise, we may want to, in the future, put several cables up there to keep the 2 branches together.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. But that wouldn't be under this contract. So we do have a little money left over. I think not much, so not enough to pay for that. So I think that's about the only work that's been done, unless there's some cleanup work or there's some ruts or something that they left, and I haven't seen any. They've been doing good work, taking care of stuff. The entry, I haven't seen really any broken stones from it. This is the tough part now where they're lowering everything down, but they seem to be taking their time doing it. So it's looking good.
The 2 trees in the green, were those part of it? Are they coming down?
We looked at them, the arborist said they were in good shape, so we're leaving them up.
Okay.
They're gonna stay there. And that kind of softens the look too,
Yeah.
people come up the road.
Yeah.
Well, they see at least a couple big trees left there.
And I don't know if it's been asked or not, but I know we're not grinding, but is there a plan for the stumps? They're gonna start sprouting stuff.
Yeah, what would be a plan?
I don't know if we asked them if there's something that we can do. I know they used to tar them in the past. I don't think that would look good.
No.
But I didn't know if this.
I've used some stuff on smaller stumps, but it's worked well that you drill a hole in the middle of the stump,
Mhm.
pour this in, and that's it. You leave it and
Okay.
it kills the stump.
We
I don't know
were-
what's in it,
Yeah.
but
We were told by the Fannons, though, or someone in the working on the report, not to grind the stumps. Now, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, we're not,
This
Not
Yeah,
grinding,
no,
not
we're not
rice.
grinding.
literally
Yeah.
just a drill hole in the middle of
Right,
it.
right,
Pour this powder in,
right, exactly.
and it kills
Yeah.
the roots.
Yeah.
And then it just sits there, and it will eventually degrade,
Yeah.
but it doesn't sprout.
Yeah, that,
I think we would want to talk though, because, as the stumps, as the roots decay, if it does rapidly, it could somehow affect how the configuration of the gravestones. I don't know. It'll, over time, it's going to be affecting the gravestones anyway, but I don't know. I'm just,
I agree with John, though, that if we just leave them, we're gonna start getting
2 or
all
3
these
years,
sprouts
it's gonna
coming out.
they will, we'll have to
Yeah.
go along with,
Exactly, yeah.
yeah,
And before we know it, we'll miss a couple of years, and then there's gonna be trees.
exactly. Some people won't do it. That's
Yeah.
why there are trees there now, because they didn't take care of it in the old days.
Yeah, something
Did
should
you-
be done.
you got that, the name of that,
I'll get the
take
name.
that and I'll take a
Yeah.
look into
I
some
just
other
got it, I
stuff.
picked it up. at
maybe.
Lowe's. Yeah,
Possibly that we can take care of.
yeah,
And we can maybe use that extra 500 in the
yeah,
budget for that.
That's a great idea, yeah.
yeah.
But,
Yeah, you said it was effective. I was sort of surprised how well it worked for
the
me.
arborist said,
What's it?
that-
How long did it take?
It just, you pour it in and nothing ever sprouted from it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
so
Right, got it.
Yeah.
the arborist said you should especially do that on the mulberry tree. It's not gonna be, it's
Really?
just a little one. It wasn't
Yeah.
big, but that one, he said would sprout really quick.
Do we need a motion to authorize you and?
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wanna do that?
Yeah, I move to authorize Craig and Tom to inspect the completed work and approve payment of the contract.
Second.
Any discussion then?
Yep,
All right,
great.
all in favor?
I,
Okay, unanimous, okay. All right, CPA application, CPA is coming up. And, the 16th is the due date, I think, for our project assessment forms, which are the basic application
Yes.
thing that we have to do. Tom's come up with a few good things. One was the historic gate to the cemetery and the iron gates out front of the cemetery. To have them redone. I'm working on getting some estimates. That's just where they are. It's the wrought iron fencing around the front of the church and the gate.
Here, right there.
They've also been taking a lot of pictures of the stones that are really in rough shape and broken and falling over and everything. And we're gonna apply for probably enough money to do like 40 to 50 stones.
Really?
Yeah, we'll just see what we can get. Because there probably are that many, and we can include these guys here,
Sure.
Charles.
50 to 60?
Well, let's go 40 to 50. Let's try it. That's the idea. We're probably estimating what, 500 to 1,000 on some of these stones.
Yes.
Some of them broken.
Yeah.
The ones, we're not gonna just clean stuff this time. We're gonna fix broken.
Yeah. Listen, I really ask that you take care of this stone. A few years ago,
This
a
is in your-
branch fell on
your
it.
room.
It's right over near Colonel John Bradford Stone. A branch fell on it and split it. Okay, and I picked up the pieces and put them in a box, and they're in my workroom. And they're big pieces, and I'd love it if I could get rid of those things. Get
That will be one of them, yeah.
And that's Major John's son, by the way.
Mhm.
So, that would be
Which
great.
one is this the current state?
Yeah, see how it's kind
Yeah,
of like
cleaved
split.
off, yeah.
That's, I guess that's the way it was in the past, I don't know. But, also,
Do you want me to keep this, Tom? Or you want?
well, I don't know if
Why
I
don't
just
you hold
wanted to
on?
show it to you.
Well, let me take it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it.
The, there are a lot of fallen stones in both parts of the old burying ground. They're just on the ground, you know, especially over where the Civil War
Yeah.
was out. Lots, they're just on the ground. And it would be good to, I think there's probably about
Someone out there?
30 of them, you know, I would imagine.
Oh, there's nobody there? Okay.
And I really think that should be included in the number. I mean,
Well, yeah, that's
They
the
may
main
not be
area
broken.
that we're talking about.
yeah,
Yep,
it may not be broken, but
but there are some that are broken in multiple pieces
Oh,
lying on the
sure.
ground.
yes, there is. There's one I think you put on
The,
boards.
the town came up and did that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, right.
So I've got pictures, taking pictures so we can give that to the
Yeah.
committee.
That would be great. Yeah.
So that's gonna be done, but we have to get them in before next week, so. Well, not before next week, but like Monday or Tuesday, because Monday's a holiday. All right, the date boards. We were contacted by a member of the historical commission out in Hadley. And we talked about this briefly before. They were interested in our date boards. They liked them. They wondered what we did. So I sent them the information and I've been trying to get an updated price from Sinorama, which is now under new ownership again. And eventually he did send something. So we went from $135, which it used to be now, to $202, which is quite a bit for a signboard. It is the official Kingston signboard, and I think we need to get that out there that people can get these signboards. The guy's ready to go. They got some blanks up there. But what's the best way can we do this?
Gee, in the 300th here coming now, you would think that this would be a good time to somehow advertise
Yes.
it.
I know.
Isn't there like what do they call it?
The website
A website, yeah.
page, Kingston local.
Right, something like
There's
that.
Quite a few,
Yeah.
Facebook pages.
Yeah,
And that's a good way to get to a lot of people.
Facebook, right. That's what I was
Facebook,
thinking.
I don't know if it's too much on Instagram, but that's
Yeah.
one that a lot of people look at.
Put anything in the book? Like a little.
Well, yeah, at this point, we really put ads, we can't put anything in the
You're not
book.
doing that's,
Well,
or you're.
I would like,
You're doing
if I'm gonna get a donation, I'd like to put an ad in, I'll squeeze it in somehow,
Yeah,
but
but that's not the point.
but it's right, but, as far as any kind of article goes, there's just no room.
Yeah, yeah.
We're really totally,
What about with our, is the 300th committee, like putting out any pamphlets?
So, we are eventually going to the, actually, this is just events, but we do have a town sponsored, Facebook page, so I just made a note. I'll ask at our meeting next week, if it's okay, we'll do up a blurb and we'll send it out, with the.
Well, I'm gonna put them up for you then,
Yes.
and with a picture.
What is it? Is it that the Jones River Village one? Oh,
The-
Facebook page.
Facebook, no, it's the town 300.
Oh,
Have our own, yeah.
okay.
that's a great idea, put it on.
And I'll send it to you, John.
Yes.
On that note too, I was telling Tom about it today. I noticed, I've been meaning to tell you, John, send this out. One of the box tombs, I think Colonial did, the one closest to the road,
Yeah.
Main Street. The cracks are opening up. The stuff seems to be deteriorating out of the filler.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
And take a
oh,
look
yeah.
at this. I think they did that one.
Yes, they did. They did that one because it was covered with a plywood.
Was that the first one?
Yes,
Okay, I'll contact them.
To take a look at that. And I don't know
Right.
why it would do that. The others seem to be holding up.
Okay.
But yeah, we should have that looked at and finished off again, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold on to that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we need an update on the 300th book project.
okay. Well, right now we'll work on the design of the last chapter. We have all the articles in. We're doing also the acknowledgements and end notes and things of that nature. So we're really finishing up in terms of putting the chapter together. We have all the other chapters together, and we look to go to the printer. We've had a delay, unfortunately. perhaps by the middle of November. And we should have the books in a week, and we're going to have a kind of a book launch. I think it's December 3rd at the Fonts School. And I'll double check that on you. I wish I had my notes with me. I didn't put it in my phone yet either.
Are you
But,
going to go to printer mid-November, end of November?
yeah, in the middle of November, and hopefully the books will be able to get a hold of them by the end of November. And yeah, it's going to be a nearly 400 pages long. It's going to be quite a publication, and we're very pleased. Now, funding is, as you can imagine, an issue, and it's just the way it is. And as far as like the cash on hand, we're doing okay, but we can use a little more. So, and then
When you say a little more, like she's gotta get to, talking like thousands, like say 5,000. What do you think it's gonna take?
it's awfully hard to say. I would imagine to pay like our editors and photographer and our designer probably maybe 2,000 or 2,000 to 3,000. But then but then the printing is going to be enormously expensive. So we have to make certain let's say provisions for that, and which we have done, and that is going to be fine. And so we're kind of have two accounts going on here, so we'll be okay. We have received many donations. We're very fortunate. We've received grants as well, including funds from Kingston 300 and the Bloom Whistle grant, which was a matching grant. We're waiting for state funds. It's possible. It was one of those end of the year things they stuck into the budget, and they may give it to us, they may not. You know how they have these little, I forget what they call them.
Appropriation.
Yeah, like a little appropriation.
Working.
Yes, she did. Oh, yes, she did. And God bless her. She's done everything she could for us. And if that comes through, and they said if it's going to come through, it will be this fall, then everything will be taken care of. So,
So how much do you think you should ask for, like, are we talking like, oh, can you give us
How much is printing?
$1,000? No. Do you need to do this thing? How much would you need as donations from maybe like Wingate or another?
right. Well, that's why I talked like it's like if she said something like, "Oh, we'll grant you $1,000," which is not unusual for. We've had some companies give us $1,000 or $1,500. And I think one of our companies gave us $2,000. So if they wish to give a large donation, that would be extremely helpful to us, obviously.
No, those other donations weren't for advertisements though, right?
Well, they're not. They do get advertisements depending upon the size of the donation. We received many donations that were very modest, and of course we have a list of donors, and the ones that are larger, we have like different size things. I think one Sullivan Tire or something, practically a whole page practically. I mean, they gave us a lot of money, so we've been very lucky. And but
Can you put something on Facebook, soliciting sponsors for the book?
You're absolutely right. Maybe we could have. We've done all kinds of things. We've had Jim Farrell working for us, who's a PR guy, and but now we're at the end. For instance, I'm talking to this wonderful woman here, and we're at the end because we have to get this thing lined up and ready for the printer. It's just there's so much time that we have, but we'll be okay.
So, if you could just get your wish, how much money would you be looking for?
Yeah, don't hold back. How much?
All right. Well, I would say certainly a couple of $1,000s would make the difference for taking care of like our editors, our photographer, and our art director who's putting it together. Because now it's expensive having a person do the art directing, as you can imagine. I mean, there's all kinds of things that have to be done, and it's very labor intensive. Because right now we're at the end of the book where she's done a lot of work. Yeah, that's what I imagine it would be.
It's a couple thousand.
As far as the printing goes, that's a totally different issue altogether, and we've made provisions for that.
Yeah. So where does the money go for people buying the book? When people buy it, where's that money go?
All right. Well, the way it looks now is the people who are buying the book will pay back the money that we will be able to obtain to print the book.
Okay, so you're kind of like borrowing the money to print the book, and then you're gonna pay it
More
back.
or less, yes.
So have you set a price for the book yet?
Yes.
Okay,
It'll be $55.
that's all, for a 400-page book,
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah, it's yes, but we don't want it to be so expensive that, it's kind of a little bit of a game.
Yeah,
We've had to make a lot of hard decisions too. But it'll be $55.
how about more promotion for advanced sales?
We've done that.
Like
We're
on
gonna
Facebook.
have promotion for advanced sales, and we have some. Again, I'm not a technical guy, as you know. And but we have some kind of a website that people they have like a little square thing that you put your camera on, and you can buy it right online.
Okay,
So that's not activated yet, but we have it already all set up. And when Ken comes back, God bless him, in a couple of weeks, that'll be going.
You just went back.
can that
Going
be
back to
on
Paris.
He went back to
the
Paris.
website too, or not?
The town wants to be separate.
Okay.
Oh, now,
Yes.
the question is regarding what will happen to the funds if we have like an excess of money left over, what will happen to that money? And that we haven't even thought of yet. What will happen to that money? Maybe I thought in my mind, maybe we could have scholarships or something like that, or for students going off to study history in college, maybe, okay? Or studying anything, or going into the trades or whatever, that would be one possibility. And who knows, maybe I don't know, but I'm sure it'll be something worthy. We're not going to pocket it, or anything like that. I mean, we're not, first of all, we're a nonprofit organization, and any kind of money we have has to be, I'm the treasurer, so every single cent is accounted for. And so we'll have to make a judgment and as to how we deal with that. The copyright, and everything's all said and done, the copyright will go to the town. So the town in the future can have more copies printed if they wish, or use it in any way that they like. So it's going to be, we'll dissolve the corporation and it'll become possession of the town.
All
Do you have a sense of how many copies you need to save, to sell to cover the printing costs?
Honestly, I'm not certain, but let's see. We're going to have to sell just about all of them. I'm certain of it. At 1,000 at 55,000. I think the book is going to be, it's going to cost just about that.
Yeah, you're printing 1,000.
The printing,
Yeah.
the print 1,000. So.
All right, Tom, thanks.
Yep.
Anniversary committee.
All right, so we have a preliminary list out of events with dates.
Oh, great. This is wonderful.
So we'll be finalizing this and hopefully have that out next week. So again, we do have, the first actual event we have listed is going to be the gala, and it's going to be on January 31st at the Northern Trading Post. So keep an eye on that. Ticket sales will be going, will be starting shortly. We did talk with Ken, and we're going to be doing some sort of a joint kickoff party together. either possibly at the brewery down the center or maybe at the Bale House. That's possibly in November, so that will be coming up. So like a kind of a soft kickoff for both groups. Then we'll be doing an art festival in May. I believe we do have a date for that now, but it wasn't on this preliminary one. The 6/27, so June 27th, we were kind of going back and forth with Jan and the archivist on when was the date of incorporation. We had June 16th, but then something was listed as the 27th, and then there was something as the 29th. So we put down the 27th, which is a Sunday. We're gonna get a proclamation from the governor and possibly dedicate a Revolutionary War Soldiers Memorial as well. But I got to talk with the committee. We did find out for sure that it was definitely the 16th, which we were planning to do it on the anniversary. But talking next week, I'm going to bring up possibly keeping it on the 27th, just because it's a Sunday, we get more people. And the 29th was actually our first town meeting, so we're not quite in the middle, but it's kind of in the middle of both events. So we might stay with that date. Parade scheduled for the 25th of July. We're going to start getting information about that out. We want to get different civic groups, and if neighborhoods want to do floats, we'd like to get them involved. We'll be doing an old home day in September, the 19th, with a rain date possibly the 26th. That's going to include all different events, possibly some vendors, and we're looking to do either a drone show or fireworks at night.
Wow.
And then, of course, we will have the historic walking tour on the 4th of October, and then that will end with Tom's burial ground tour.
Yeah.
So these are our main events, but it's not limited to this. We still may have a couple other small things.
I think I mentioned earlier in our meeting that it was October 5th. So I made an error. It's October 4th.
It's the 4th, yep.
Yeah, right. So if that's on the record.
Because they were supposed to be the end of October,
Yeah,
so they changed it.
when the house tour got going, they found that would be a better date. Yeah.
Another thing, just, we have a walking tour right now. We have a brochure.
Yep.
Right now, the old one. And we used to put those every once in a while, we put out the numbers for the houses.
Mhm.
And people could walk that tour. You could do that one Sunday easy, just use up the old stuff.
Yes.
And, could fill in another date here where people could come and just walk around those areas, look at the houses, not this tour.
This one is actually, they actually have 5 houses that you're gonna be, it's
Right.
gonna be paid, you will pay for a ticket, and you actually have entry into the houses.
But this one is the one where you walk
The
around
other
the
one-
neighborhood, just look from the outside.
Yeah, we could even.
So we could add
a
that
couple of
as an
times.
official date, or so that people would know.
Yep,
All right, I'll see how many brochures we got.
okay.
Still,
Do you know where the art festival is gonna be?
The art festival, what they're trying right now is going to be at the Bale House and then at Hope Floats, together.
Mhm.
But what, Reverend Emily's trying to do is get all of the churches on Main Street to participate that day. So you can go from church to church to church.
Yeah,
That will
The art festival,
yeah,
and then like maybe end at Hope Floats and have like a little celebration there.
yeah, oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
I think at the 200th anniversary of the town in 1926, they did open up all the churches, and people could go
I
and
remember
visit the
reading something
churches
about that.
and have like artifacts and things of that, and artwork, whatever, with all kinds of stuff. That's great. I hope on July 4th, somebody will read the Declaration of Independence.
That has been brought up, so it's a possibility.
That
We'll
would be
see.
wonderful. But even if that's impossible, maybe it could be read during
But
the,
if not, we can do it, it's a week before.
right,
So we can do
exactly.
it at the proclamation, yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would be wonderful, because it was read right here in Kingston. You
Yes.
can imagine all the
And-
farmers coming to the meeting house to hear it. Can
Mhm.
you imagine? God,
No, that's pretty cool. I didn't know
way
that.
cool.
So Tom, some of the readings, so, if we're doing readings or something like that, if we can, if it's use the not Beal House, but the Adams Center too.
Sure.
To get that building in.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think I'm gonna be giving my little thing on the independence of the Adams Center. I don't know. Yeah.
Mhm.
See.
What about that, the Indian Native American display? that was going around 3 or 4 years ago. It was at the Adams Center. It was a big, they were supposed to be circulating it throughout the state. On the tribes here. I think the tribes put it together.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be like the first one. There's supposed to be more. I've never heard of any more. And I wonder what happened to that. That could be something that could be over there too.
We tried to get a representative from, the Wampanoag tribe, but they didn't have anyone available to be on the committee.
Mhm.
But I do believe, I'd have to check the list, but I do believe Nick has, one of the topics he wants to do next month is the native history of the town, I mean, of next year. So we may have that as a topic at the library and maybe even a lecture that he does.
It'd be great if they could do some sort of a gathering, a
We could
ceremony
reach
type
out
thing.
again, and I know they didn't have someone that could commit time to be in the committee, but they may be able to get some sort of a ceremonial group to come to that.
It's a beautiful show.
And then, are you guys thinking about, reenactors for the,
But
proclamation, like colonial dress?
we were in the process of trying to find them for the parade, so that could be a possibility as well for the,
Yeah, have the British and the,
Yeah,
that would be
especially
great.
if we're able to dedicate the memorial that day, if we can get some reenactors and maybe even do a gun salute or something,
yeah.
that would be a possibility.
I mean, they could camp out, like there's those guys that came to Plymouth for one of the parades. They actually set up a camp and camped out. People could go and talk to them tonight, whatever. That'd be great. They could do that.
Someone had suggested the New England Patriots group that does the field goal they score, but I think they charge a lot of money. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, you never know.
Yep,
They
it
may,
doesn't hurt to ask.
they may do it for free. Well, that's a lot of work. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
It really is great. I'm glad I'm that right up on the calendar.
Preservation goals. This was what we put off last week. You guys were supposed to look at these, see if there's anything we need to change on the historic preservation goal for the CPC. This is what's in the CPC now. I have a couple small changes for typo basically in the under the resources part, just rewording, but basically the goals are the same. Goal 6 was to work with the town to prepare for the 2026 celebration. You know, I don't know if we should leave it in there for future CPC stuff or just take it out this year. Or, you know, that's the CPC committee. You can bring that up, right?
Yeah. How long, I mean, how long does this stand for in some publications?
This is in the community preservation,
In the guidelines for this year, okay.
well, it's in the book, the towns, that's what they were asking about. The preservation plan thing here.
Yeah.
And so they review it every once in a while. And so our part basically is this.
Yeah. I would leave it in.
And I've got a couple small changes to make, but I'll send them to you if you want. You can. Anybody else think of anything else on here?
No, I think we shortened it up a few years ago. It was pretty good.
Okay. Leave it then, basically as it is. All right, onto the demo permit for 117 Wapping Road. I did talk to the building inspector about it. And it was the two buildings that we thought, basically. Two set of pictures here. I think it was a little shop and the house is kind of hidden by trees there. And it's not the school, the building, apparently the school building is still behind.
It's way in the back, yeah.
Yeah,
On
and,
our opposite side.
Paul was saying it's not really part of his property anyways, or something, I think.
Yeah,
Or it wasn't part of the plan.
yeah, okay, yeah.
And apparently it's gonna be a 40B project. That's going in this area. So there's a lot of, there'd be a lot, it's the same thing.
Same thing, right?
Yeah. You know, if we wanted to preserve anything, there'd probably be a lot of pushback or problems with that, but. If you had a chance to look at the places over there. Certainly the office building is nothing special. The house you can't really see much of, but they say there was a fire inside.
There was a small one, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so, we have to decide tonight what we're gonna do with that. whether we're gonna let it go through or not. And normally does anybody have anything to say about general first before we get down the criteria list? No? Okay, so then for preserving it, we have to determine if it's historically significant building or structure. And we're going down the list here, whether it's associated with a historic person or a historic event. And we don't have any information on that, do we? So for either building. Associated with the architectural history of, cultural history of, the political history of, the economic history of, or the social history of the town, state, or country. Right? Is it historically or architecturally important by reason of period, style, method of construction?
Doesn't want to be.
Tough to tell in the house, but probably not that way. Is it associated with a particular architect or builder? You really don't know. So in all cases, that's a no down the list. So it would seem like we should recommend this as not historically significant. Any discussion? So then we need a motion to state that the building does not meet the criteria of its historically significant building or structure according to the bylaws.
I'll make a motion that property in question is not of historic. Cultural,
historically
yeah,
significant.
right, according to our bylaws.
Second.
Second, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay, so it's unanimous. I'll write a letter to them and the building inspector,
Give me that language, one does not meet criteria of historically significant.
building or structure. As per the statute. And then, that was the end of my stuff. Who has?
I have stuff,
Oh,
got
yeah,
stuff.
I've got a steak to cook.
I've got good stuff.
Well, let's first go around. Anybody else? No.
My turn. Listen, one of the things that we're supposed to do as a Kingston Historical Commission is foster, education in the community. And I'm really glad to see the 300th. You guys are right on there with having the house tours and all the events that are going on here. Without doubt, there will be a great deal of education from what you folks are doing. We have this young lady coming in talking about going, to the home to lecture the residents there. Education can occur even for the elderly people, and I'm glad to be part of that. And of course, the book that we're working on is an educational thing. And that's important too. And lastly, I'm going to do that school program I did last year on Halloween about old gravestones at Rising Tide School in my daughter's classroom. So we're doing that. And, the education has become very important for us in the community. So very pleased to see that going on.
Well, thanks for doing all that. Tom.
Yeah,
Great.
thanks to everybody for doing it. We're all doing it.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh my God.
I'm done.
Okay. So we have next meeting scheduled for the second Wednesday, which is what date? November. Jeez.
November.
That's not 12.
Which one?
November 12th.
November 12th.
Well,
Yeah.
20, 25. We're gonna run out of 25.
I know it. Yeah, okay, so we'll adjourn until then. We'll need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you for coming out tonight.